Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be doing my Boxycharm try on for May 2020. So I'll be trying on products that I received in both the base box and the Boxycharm premium box. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Normally I do subscription box unboxing videos here, but once a month I do like to try on the products that I receive in my Boxycharm. I also do this video for Ipsy. So I'm going to try on the makeup items that I received in the boxes. I do always like to preface these videos that I'm just a normal girl doing makeup. I'm not a beauty guru, so my techniques are probably off and I have lower expectations than most. So I'm just gonna try on the makeup and see how I like it just as a regular girl doing makeup. So the first thing that I'm gonna be using is by Milk Makeup, and this is their Glow Oil and Lip and Cheek. So I'm gonna put some on my cheek, but I think I'm actually going to do my foundation first and then put this on top and then powder. I'm not 100% sure how you're supposed to use this, so I'm gonna try that like that today, and if that doesn't work, I'll try it some other ways. So let me go ahead and get my foundation on, and then we can go ahead and play around with this. All right, so my foundation is on. I have not powdered yet. I think I'm gonna do this before powder. If you're wondering, I use the Cover FX Power Play foundation in P10. It's upside down because I'm almost out of this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. There is a seal on top that's a pain to get off, but if you don't put it back on, apparently the product dries out. So I'm gonna try not to ruin my nails as I try to get this off. All right, I ended up having to use tweezers, so I think I'm just gonna rub a little bit on my hands and then pat it on my cheek. I don't really know how to use a product like this. It does feel kind of oily, which makes me slightly worried just because I am oily skinned. I am seeing color payoff on the cheek. It's not like huge, but it's there. I don't know if you can really see a whole lot of that. I do always show the makeup in natural lighting after I try it on, though to be fair, it's kind of like raining and dark outside today, so the lighting just sucks. So I've patted a little bit on. I don't want a lot. I don't use a ton of blush. It's there. I feel like this is probably a better product if you're wearing like little or no makeup. I'm not sure. So done with that for now. You can definitely see it. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it is there. But now I'm gonna go ahead and powder everything down. We did get two sets of brushes, a powder and a contour. This is from Baddington. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the Milk Makeup came in my premium box. These Baddington powder and contour brush set also came in the premium. So I tend to double powder, so I'm gonna go in twice. First with this Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation Powder, and then in with the Jeffree Star. I'm oily skinned, so I need to lock it down or it will shift and move around. So let's go ahead and test this brush out. To be honest, this is not my normal type of powder brush. I would probably use this more to wipe away powder, or maybe even to like blend the cheek region, but I don't know if I'll normally use this for powder, but today I will, just because that's the quote-unquote purpose of the brush. So the first powder's down and I feel like it's there. I don't know if it's there as much as it would have been with my normal brush. I don't remember where I got this, but this Opulent Beauty one I like more of a dome shape than this one. But let's go in with the Jeffree Star powder on top. Side note, I do also feel like, and you probably can't see this in the video, I still feel like I can see the color of the blush going through, which is nice. I'm gonna put blush on top of it anyway after, but it's fine. I feel like it's on. It definitely works. It's not a bad brush. I mean, the retail price for these was totally inflated. I probably won't use this for powder going forward. It's not bad. It definitely works for powder. I just feel like the surface area is a little bit small to do powder, but it's fine. I like the brush. I wouldn't pay $90 for the set, but I still like the brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and put lip balm on, and I have a little bit on, but I always like to put lip balm on after foundation because it does tend to get on the lips. I got this Tarte X Sugar Rush lip balm in Peony in my premium box as well. I did put a little bit of this on before the video. I was kind of assuming, because it's in a pot, I thought that it was gonna be like solid. It's not, it's kind of squishy, so just be careful because you can definitely push into the product. It feels very moisturizing on the lips, but it is one of those lip balms that does start to feel towards that oily, greasy, sticky side just slightly. It's not like over the top to the point that it's annoying, but it is kind of sticky, and if you get your hair on it, it will definitely stick to it. So you just have to be a little bit careful, but it is a really pretty gloss. It tastes or smells really, really nice. But if you don't like sticking your finger into stuff, then this probably won't really be for you. So like I said, now I'm going to use this contour brush, and we also got the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Soleil bronzer in the premium. So everything so far has been the premium box. I've used this as a just bronzer and not to contour with it. So today we'll try to contour and bronze. I don't know. We're gonna see how it goes. I know a lot of people were upset because when we got, this was a choice item and people got to pick, and I think they had it as a matte bronzer, but to be fair, the way that I've used it as a regular bronzer has been fine. I'm a little bit nervous to contour with it, but let's go. I'm just gonna put a little bit down on the other side and then I'm gonna have to blend it because that is not how I'm walking out of this house. I'm gonna go back with this brush and just kind of try to blend it out, and if it doesn't blend out, then I'm just gonna sit here and cry. So note to self, this is definitely too dark to contour with. However, it does work really great just as a regular bronzer. So let me just figure this out to blend it just a little bit because that's not gonna work. And then I'm just gonna use it as bronzer. I fixed it to the best of my ability. That's as good as it's gonna get. So I would not contour with it. This is a very dense brush, so that was probably really stupid because this is a pretty dark shade for me, so this is definitely not a contour shade. However, as a bronzer, I do like it. It's a little bit dark right now just because I did try to contour with it. Oh my god, that looks so bad. Luckily, I don't have to leave the house today. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this brush because I need to have a very light shade of contour if I'm gonna use this, but I do actually really like this bronzer because I have used it with a light hand and it was not horrible. So the next product that I have is an eyeshadow primer, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my face with more blush and some highlight, and then we'll switch over to do the eyes. All right, finished with the face. I think I salvaged it a little bit. We'll see how it looks in natural lighting because that's a true test. So like I said, now I have an eyeshadow primer, and this is by Pretty Vulgar. This I received in the base box. I'm gonna be honest, I never use eyeshadow primers. I just put my foundation on my eyes. I don't know if that's a good thing, a bad thing, but that's just kind of how it is. So today we are going to try this by Pretty Vulgar. Let me go ahead and apply it on the eyes. It does have a like concealer type of consistency and color to it. I'm curious to see if it will come across kind of like opaque or if it's actually going to have pigment. Well, I definitely feel like I put too much on my eyes because it looks like crap. I never used it before, so that's probably why. It feels very greasy. I just kind of prefer my foundation method versus this. Now we'll see how the eyeshadow looks on top of it. I think I'm gonna have to just blend it with my beauty sponge just a little bit because yeah, that's much better. I don't know. I don't know if I really need this. I don't usually wear a ton of eyeshadow on a normal basis. I do it for these videos, but not on an everyday. So we'll see how it performs with the eyeshadow on top. So the next product is this Violet Voss Essentials palette, which I got in my base box, which is a repeat because I've definitely gotten this before in Boxycharm, even though I thought it was Ipsy. So it might be because I had 2 separate subscriptions that month. I don't really know. And whatever. So this is what the palette looks like. Now I'm gonna move forward really quickly because the next product is this Kvd Liquid Liner in blue. So this palette is not a blue palette, so I have to go in a different direction. So I think I'm gonna kind of go for a gold yellow look to go with the blue. I don't know, I'm having to be creative here because this palette isn't necessarily meant for blue. I could go with the green, but I want more of a subdued, like normally I would probably just do this with no or minimal, very neutral eyeshadow and just let the liner stick for itself. I'm sure I'm gonna mess up the liner. But we'll go ahead and get started with the eyes. So I think at first I'm gonna go into the shade Sand right here and just kind of define or like lay down the crease with that. Alright, so I put some of this in my crease. It's a little bit more orange than I wanted. Now these shadows are very pigmented on their own. I've used this palette before. I do feel like the primer is making it more pigmented. However, I feel like my eyes are sticky. Like I feel like I just put lip balm on my eyes, so I'm not loving the way that it feels. And I personally am somebody that's all about comfort. So if makeup is not comfortable, if like I feel like I have a ton of makeup on my face, I don't feel comfortable. I'm gonna take it off basically. But we went ahead and laid that down. I think now I'm pretty much just gonna do like a gold eye and then I'll kind of define the crease a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take this BH Cosmetics 130 brush and put this gold shade right there, just everywhere. All right, I have the gold all over my eyes. I don't know how this is gonna end up turning out, but we're gonna figure it out. I'm then gonna go into the shade Cinnamon right there to kind of define my crease a little bit. And then I'm gonna take this cream color and kind of blend it up so that it's not just gold, or actually I'm just gonna use that in the inner corner. I take that back. So the cream will just be in the inner corner, and then I'm gonna take Cinnamon to kind of define the crease. All right, so I brought some of the gold under and I brought a little bit of the cinnamon to kind of blend it there. So this is what the eyeshadow is looking like. It's not very blended, but I just don't feel like blending today. I don't have to leave my apartment today, so that it is what it is. And to be honest, I really want the star of this to be the liner, and it's, so we're gonna see how this is going to go. So now I'm done with the palette. I've used this. I like Violet Voss's formula. I think it's great. This is not the first Violet Voss palette, because I've gotten this one twice. But I really do like this. This is the one that I already owned. I'm saving the other one for a future giveaway. So I really do like this palette. And if you hadn't gotten this palette before and you got it in your box, I think it's a super duper awesome palette. So now into the Kvd Liquid Eyeliner. I got this in my premium. This is the Inkwell liner in Dark Wave. I don't know if this is old product or if this is from her, like, or since she sold it, I think they've changed the name. I'm not really sure. I'm going to do a wing. And because it's blue, I feel like it's gonna be a lot more obvious than black if I screw it up, and I will screw it up. So we're gonna see how this goes. I don't have high hopes. So it does have a felt tip there, and I'm just gonna go in like I'm doing my normal black eyeliner. I'm gonna concentrate, I'm gonna be looking down at my mirror, and we're gonna see how this is gonna go. Oh, hi, there's my mirror. Let me hide that. Well, bad start. I feel like it's barely showing up. I feel like there's not a lot of product, and maybe this is dried out, so let me shake it up and see what we can do here. All right, I have one wing done. The next one's gonna be interesting. The problem that I'm finding with this is that the tip of the brush, which is where you need to get the preciseness, keeps drying out. So I keep having to dunk back in to the little pot consistently, where with my other felt tip liners, I can just keep going. So this takes a lot more going in and out of the product. There's the first wing. It's not great. Let's see if the other one can at least like kind of match acceptably. But I actually think it actually looks kind of fun with the look, and it is like a dark enough blue that it kind of looks not natural, but I don't know if you can tell from a distance that it's blue until you're up close. So the wings don't match, but I think they're acceptable. The color is really cool and I like that, but I hate the applicator, and I just feel like it was really hard to get on, and maybe that's because I have the primer on and maybe that's doing something, but I just felt like I just kept having to go back in to get product. So I would probably really only use this if I really wanted a blue liner, because I don't really have any other blue liners. So if I was going for this, and I guess I should show what I did. I love the blue. The formula is not bad from what I can tell, but just getting it out, and I just felt like the product was just not there. Like I felt the product, let me show you, is up on this stick portion, but not on the felt tip portion there, and that just is not, it's just not easy to use if you're gonna try to do a wing. If you're just doing a line, I think it's fine, but if you wanna go in with a wing and do something a little bit more fun, you're gonna have to keep dunking in, and it's a little bit annoying and tedious because you go in there and you're trying to make a line and nothing shows up. But I think the color is cool, and I'm liking the way that the look is turning out. I wouldn't go back into that regularly, basically. Even like if this was black, I would hate it because I'd use my other black liners. All right, so the next thing that I'm going into to finish off my eyes is the Kvd Expert Mascara, and this is in the shade Black. I received this in my premium box as well, so we'll go ahead and put this on to finish off the eyes. Also, this is what the wand looks like. It is very interesting. So the mascara is on. I did do top and bottom. The product feels a little bit dry, and I don't know if this is just supposed to be a dry mascara or mine is dried out. Like, it's there and it's showing up, and I like it. It's not bad. I just don't love the way that it applies. It definitely looks good on, but the application process isn't necessarily my favorite. Sometimes mascara with age, they get better or they get worse. So I'll just have to play around with this and see if I like it better with time. It's not bad, but I probably wouldn't. I think this is like a $30 mascara, and I would never pay $30 for a mascara because there's drugstore ones that are great. But it's not bad, and I like the way it looks on the eyes. It kind of has more of a natural kind of feel to it. So last but not least, I didn't get a lip product this month, so I'm just gonna go into the Milk Makeup Glow Oil, and I'm just gonna put this on my lips like a lip balm, and then I'm also gonna do brows, but I didn't get a brow product. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on and try it like a lip balm, and we'll see how it goes. I do have some of this lip like gloss on, so let me take that off and let's go in with it. So it definitely has pigment. It actually is really pretty. It has a slight shimmer to it. I actually like the way that it looks. This is actually would be a really good lip balm for like minimal or no makeup. With this look, I do feel like I probably need a full-on lipstick, but this is giving some color and some oomph to my lips. It's not really defining them though. But I actually like this as a lip balm. It's not bad as a cheek product, but to be honest, I personally don't usually use those type of cheek products on my cheeks, so I don't mind it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do my brows, and then we'll look at my makeup and natural lighting, and then I'll come back with final thoughts. All right, so here is what the makeup looks like in natural lighting. I think I blended the cheeks as well as I could, so we're just gonna have to move along with it. It's not great. Luckily, I don't have to go out today. And you can also see the makeup as well. So let's go ahead and talk about final thoughts. All right, so final thoughts. Probably my favorite thing that I tried is the bronzer, even though it did not really work out in this video. I do feel like this is something that I'm actually gonna regularly use. I was also surprised by this milk makeup on my lips. The cheeks, it's fine. I feel like it's more of a natural look if you're going to use this on your cheeks, but I actually really like the way that it feels on my lips. It feels oily but comfortable. So I really like this. I'll probably wear this more when I'm not wearing any makeup at all. The primer, I still feel the stickiness on my eyes. The eyeshadow looks amazing, but again, I'm all about comfort. So for me, that's probably not gonna be my favorite. I think next month I selected a different eyeshadow primer, so I'll be curious to see how that one is. Maybe I used too much of the primer, so let me know. Maybe that's why it feels sticky and gross. The brushes were fine. I love the color. I don't like the way that it applies. So if you know another like liner in this color that's a better formula, let me know. Love Violet Voss formulas. If I hadn't already gotten it, it'd be super exciting, but it is what it is. So this is a great palette. So overall, I liked most things. I think that this month was decent, at least in the way that the look turned out. This was not my favorite month by Boxycharm by any means. Next month will be June, so there'll be 3 different boxes for me to try: the base, luxe, and premium. I get 2 separate subscriptions to be able to do that. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I know you guys may have gotten other products as well, so let me know how those worked out for you. If you had different thoughts or opinions, I'd love to hear that as well about the products that I tried, or if you had similar experiences, let me know, or give me any tips that you may have, and I'll see you in my next video.